price predictions are hard when you take out old highs. And so I do think we'll take out the 73,000 high before the end of this year and probably finish 100 somewhere in that zone. But a year forward from that, if I look at the market cap of gold, right, and Bitcoin at 70 is about 1.4 trillion, and gold is probably 13 or 14 trillion right now.
Or actually 15
trillion. And so we're 1/10 of gold. As baby boomers die and that money comes down to Gen Z and millennials, they're going to like crypto a lot more, right? One thing you notice is the people that hate crypto usually have a lot of gray hair. And so, could we be 25% of gold in 2 years? Maybe. That's a lot, but maybe. But I would bet you in 10 years, we're 100% of gold. Or 15 years, right? This trend isn't going away.
Wait a minute, everyone. We all agree that the crypto market never sleeps, but with countless newsletters out there, how do you choose the best one for you? Bitcoinzilla stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoinzilla today and enjoy the new edge. In today's video, Michael Novogratz discusses the future of Bitcoin, all things crypto, and a long-term outlook for digital assets. So without wasting any time, let's dive into the video.
So we kind of had a perfect storm of, there was terror because of a lot of bad behavior in 2021, right? Froth and then bad behavior, plus the Fed raising rates. And so we would have gone down anyways without Sam Bankman-Fried and Do Kwon and all the other, BlockFi and Celsius and all the other problems, just because of the Fed raising rates. So we were starting from a distressed position. And then we got the ETF approval, and it can't be understated how important that Larry Fink, the single largest wealth manager in the world in history, who had been negative 5-6 years earlier, got orange-pilled and said, actually, I see what these other people are seeing, and I think this is an asset that should be in lots of portfolios. And so while there are 11 ETFs, it was really Larry that made it easy for all of you guys to put some Bitcoin institutional investors in your portfolio. And that process has started, and that adoption process goes slowly. At the same time, we had the halving, which is another, the inflation rate gets cut in half. So imagine you had an asset and you say, guys, guess what? We just cut the inflation rate in half. And but the inflation in your other asset, if it's dollars or euros or yen, that's pretty high and it's growing. Right? So you've got a deflationary asset versus inflationary world. And so we had a nice run, and, prices are always set on the margin. There aren't that many sellers of Bitcoin. So many people who own it, who bought it, they believe in it almost religiously. So Michael Saylor's never selling his Bitcoin, which is very different than most assets, right? These guys think of their net worth and how many coins they own, not how many dollars they have. Now, that's not everybody, but that's a big core. And so you don't see a lot of turnover. And so, listen, we're consolidating here. We'll see what the Fed does. If the Fed starts pushing rates down, you're going to see crypto go higher. It might grind higher anyways, just with the belief that gold, silver, we're starting to lose faith that this stewardship that we have in the U.S. economy and the global economy is going to be good. And that's what the prices of so precious are telling.
Since Bitcoin failed to revisit the all-time high it reached in March, there has been speculation that the bull run is over. However, Crypto found that to be untrue. Instead, it seems Bitcoin is gearing up for the second leg. One thing common to a bull cycle is the active participation of retail investors. If we take back to the 2017 and 2021 cycles, Bitcoin did not hit the top until there were a lot of small investors in the market. But in March, The rise to $73,750 was fueled by institutional capital. However, the billions of dollars that drove BTC at that time has been dwindling for some months. Hence, the price has been correction and consolidating. However, things may be close to changing, according to data shown by the whale and realized cap metric. This capitalization model looks at the flow of funds from smaller whales and retail investors. Recently, Crypto reported that the big fishes in the market have been capitalizing on the dip. Now, it's seen that others have joined as seen by the rise in the balance of the 10 to 100 BTC cohort. In past cycles, a situation like this acts as the first stage of another rally after Bitcoin might have experienced a 20% to 30% correction. CryptoDan, an on-chain analyst and author on CryptoQuant, shared a similar view. In his analysis, he explained that, since 2024 is the time when the inflow of small whales and general investors began to rapidly increase, and the second half of the bull market has only begun, the possibility of additional capital inflow and a strong rise in Bitcoin can be seen as open in the near future. Still, this does not imply that BTC would not hit a lower value before another rally begins. To further validate this potential restart of the rally, Crypto examined the volatility around Bitcoin. At press time, on-chain data show that the 2-week volatility had risen to 0.02. Volatility shows the potential for upward or downward movement. If the reading is low, it means that a cryptocurrency might trade within a tight range. On the other hand, rising volatility implies that prices may experience notable swings. However, this depends on the buying or selling pressure of the market. For Bitcoin, its price might see a significant upswing soon, but that would depend on the consistency retail investors have in accumulating the coin. Should buying pressure increase, Bitcoin's price might jump toward $80,000 around the beginning of the third quarter, Q3. However, this prediction may not see the light of day if selling pressure continues till that moment.
For a second, the premise that Bitcoin is digital gold. And the growth of it is a function of adoption. It's a function of people having it explained to them and believing it. And so, by definition almost, Bitcoin is sold, not bought, right? You get orange pilled. And so I'm a sales guy at my core, even though I make more money trading. My mom was a salesperson, my brothers, my sisters were a family of salesmen. And so it was very natural for me, once I thought this makes sense, to sell. And, I said this recently on TV. I was like, Jamie Dimon was calling it a pet rock and Elizabeth Warren. I said, guys, the arrogance that's coming out of your mouth is shocking, right? Ray Dalio, Jeff Yaz, Abby Johnson, Paul Jones, Stan Druckenmiller, some of the best investors of the world, Pete Brigger, Mickey Milker, they all think there's value, but you're smarter than them. Yep, Elizabeth, you are so much smarter than all of the best investors in the world that like it. I was like, you don't have to like it, but don't be so arrogant to say it's not worth anything, because that group of people saw worth in it. I saw worth in it early on because I thought this was an idea that would catch fire. It was an idea that would catch fire because Satoshi saw populism coming. The moment Brexit happened, it was the best thing for crypto. And so we've created this political and economic environment for Bitcoin to thrive. And it's why I was talking about gold and silver, for hard assets to thrive. And Bitcoin is a digital hard asset that is beloved by hundreds of millions of people right now.
Bitcoin is not as high as it's going to go in his tweet. Kiyosaki confessed that he feels frustration when he starts encouraging people around him to buy Bitcoin because of the lame excuses he gets in return. The most common reason why people find it hard to follow his advice, according to him, is that they find BTC too expensive. The world's flagship cryptocurrency is indeed trading high at the moment. However, Kiyosaki believes that it's going to surge even higher, and it is high, yet not as high as it's going to go. Kiyosaki quoted his aforementioned book here, stating that your profit is made when you buy, not when you sell. The important nuance about Bitcoin, per him, is that everyone wishes they had purchased BTC when it was worth just $10. But those days are long gone, he tweeted. Trader and crypto entrepreneur Willy Woo responded to Robert Kiyosaki's tweet, pointing out that Bitcoin run ends when everyone is invested in it. So far, 4.7% of the free capital in the market has been put into Bitcoin by financial institutions, he tweeted. Currently, Wu wrote, Bitcoin is winning, and this is, he stated, exactly what VCs do for emerging tech. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Seller. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.